It's a beautiful day here in 𝗗𝘁'𝘀, Pennsylvania. A customer called us because their deck was beginning to develop a little bit of a depression there in the center, and they were getting a little nervous about it and didn't really want to spend the money to replace the whole thing, especially because of all of the architectural details here on the outside that are tied to that deck, but wanted to see if we could do some things to shore it up. Let's take you up and show you how we solved this problem here today. Let's get going. Here we go. So as we were evaluating under the deck, trying to figure out what was going on, we noticed a couple of different things. We had a board here that was attached to the house. It was a little bit higher than all the rest of these, and that was not helping things any. And then a couple of these here, we're developing some moisture damage, and we've got some other pictures we can edit in and show you some of this stuff here. But water was definitely getting to that, and a lot of these joists were starting to sag. They are undersized for the 12-foot span that we're sitting on here, with everything just sitting out here on this end beam. So a couple of things we decided to do. We took out the blocking that was here. We took out the joist hanger that was there. We sistered in a new 2x8 joist up across here, put in a double joist hanger at that end of things, and then got down here into the soil, dug down 36 inches, widened that out to about 18 inches at the bottom, made a nice, bell-shaped pour of cement up through the bottom, got posts up on both sides. Same thing over here. We've got our anchors down on the bottom of that, post bases on them, and then we set our new beams. In order to set that beam, we did take and set the jack up here, and we had the jack set cranking this up. We've got some footage of that, where we pushed that center of the deck up out of the way so we get that new beam in there simply and easily. And then once we had it all together, we fastened it with these 6-inch carriage bolts, tied them through here out the back side, everything locked in good and tight, put some nails in it, screwed them into the, lowered the deck back down, and then screwed them into the joist to help hold everything together. And that takes out that smiley face that we were seeing in the deck. We'll take you upstairs and show you that part. So as you can see, this has a nice flat look to it now. Before we started this project, there was a giant depression right here through the middle. And so this looks a lot better now that we've gotten it supported. And that's gonna be enough that she's not gonna have to replace this deck right away. She can kick that can down the road a couple of years, enjoy it as it is for right now. And if this is her forever home, she may eventually wind up doing something, or maybe the whole community will wind up redoing their decks. But with all these architectural details that they've got out here on this end wall, this has to come down in order to replace that substructure underneath. And that's an awful lot of time, money, and expense. So rather than going through all of that headache and hassle, we were able to add some extra supports underneath, shore it up, strengthen it up, decrease the distance of the span that we're trying to cover. Adding that beam in the middle, we're able to decrease the gap, the distance that those 2x8s have to support. So that drastically improves the structural stability of what's going on here. We've taken that load, spread it across a couple extra points, helped shirt everything up, and this should last a lot longer for her now. She'll be able to push this down the road, and at some point down the future, when everybody's redoing their decks, that might be a good time to address this later. So we'll come back on Monday, and with the brick saw, get these pieces of brick cut back into place, and then sanded back into the hole here, and make everything look nice and pretty, get that all cleaned up, and then she can continue enjoying her deck for many, many years to come. There's nothing our team doesn't do. Roofing, siding, windows, doors, decks, kitchens, bathrooms, basements, plumbing, electrical, drywall, spackle, paint, build you a custom dream home in addition to garage. Take a picture of what's bugging you, send it to us right here to our team on our Facebook page. Click that contact us button there at the top and let us know how we can help. Of course, we'd love to answer your questions in the comment section down below. Let us know what you learned here today. Ask us some questions as we're going to your house. We'll be happy to answer those for you. If you're watching on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get updated on all of our incredible content that'll help you be able to ask the right questions of the contractor you're interviewing for work on your home. 𝗂𝘁'𝘀 is a full-service construction and renovation company, a Pennsylvania home improvement contractor number 88078, also licensed in Newcastle County, Delaware, located at 3114 Limestone Road, Suite 1C in Cochranville, Pennsylvania 19330. We have a dedicated office staff standing by to answer your calls weekdays 9:30 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon at 484-748-0008. Choose option 2 for 𝗂𝘁'𝘀, your full-service construction and renovation company, and extension 2 for new projects. Remember, we're finished with it. You're gonna be proud to say it's not just done. It was 𝗂𝘁'𝘀. We'll catch you on the next edition of Forever Home. Bye for now.